from the battle line to a battle brewing over gun control. A new campaign ad is urging New York gun owners to move to the Lone Star State. Joining me now, the man behind the ad, Greg Abbott, the Texas Attorney General. Welcome to the show. Great to have you here again. You've got to tell us, why did you put these ads out?
Well, Geri, great to be back. But you used a very good phrase, and that is that there is a battle brewing. This is part of a larger battle brewing in this country for the appropriate pathway for government. This is one way that Texas is distinguishing our belief in the philosophy of government from the state of New York. Here we have a limitation on liberty imposed by the governor of New York trying to limit people's Second Amendment rights, but this is part of a larger picture. If you see greater limitations on government, higher taxes, fewer jobs, more regulations, whereas in Texas we have no income tax, we have fewer regulations, we have more growth in economic opportunity and more jobs. Geri, think about this. There was a story that came out in Forbes this week showing that the top 3 cities in the entire country for population growth are right here in Texas. That's no accident. Well, there's no mistake. They're coming here for economic opportunity.
Great ad. Well done. Now I want to show people the gun ads because they're pretty funny, actually. There's the one that says wanted. Law-abiding New York gun owners looking for lower taxes and greater opportunity. And the other one says, is Governor Cuomo looking to take your guns? And it goes on to say, sick of the media outing law-abiding gun owners? Are you a lawful New York gun owner seeking to lower taxes? Yes, I am. Each of these ads advocating for New Yorkers to move to Texas. And as you point out, the unemployment rate is lower there. I guess what I remember is that when your governor was Rick Perry was running for office, the top office in the land, he would make the point that Texas alone accounted for 1/3 of the job growth during the recession. And that's really astonishing. One state, 33% of the job growth during those years. It's just astonishing. But I think that you might be sticking your finger in the eye of the Big Apple just a little bit here. Tell me, you thought this was sort of funny to do this, right?
Well, it was a good-natured way to make a deeper point, both in contrast to New York, but also as well as to California. Geri, look at all the large states, and we believe the Texas model is the better model of government for all the large states. And frankly, we think for the United States of America, and that is one of low taxes, less government, less regulation, more liberty.
You said that before. Let's talk about guns for a second. I'm not going to defend New York. You're not going to get me to do that. The Democrats introducing legislation on gun control today. I want to show you a few of the details of this here. It bans 158 semi-automatic weapons, bans magazines holding more than 10 rounds of ammunition, requires background checks, extensive ones for all firearms purchases. What's wrong with that?
Well, there are 2 things wrong with it, Geri. One is I believe it violates the Constitution. As the Attorney General of Texas, I filed a brief on behalf of more than 30 states in 2 United States Supreme Court cases. One, the Heller case out of D.C., the other case out of Chicago, where the United States Supreme Court made clear there is, in the Second Amendment, an individual right to keep and bear arms that I believe that Feinstein's bill would infringe upon. But more importantly, Geri, is the fact that what are we really trying to solve here? We want to make our schools safer, and it's been proven that assault weapon bans like this do not make schools safer. Look at what happened in Columbine, Colorado.
Is this a knee-jerk reaction, in your view?
It absolutely is a knee-jerk reaction because the assault that took place in Columbine, Colorado occurred when the assault weapon ban was in place.
All right.
Also, the Obama administration pointed out themselves that the shooting in Connecticut could not have been prevented from a ban like this in place.
Well, we've got a long way to go in this story, and I think there may be more states trying to do what New York is doing. But thanks for coming on, Greg. Appreciate your time tonight. Thank you so much.